Yo, Dynasty players around the world, God training camp is starting, so tell all the boys and girls, tell Freezy, B-Marks, and the Yancey too. It's about to go down, and you know just what to do. Put your players on the block like you don't care. Glide by the league as they start to look and stare. Do your trades, do your trades, do your trades quickly. Now come on, Smitty, tell me what's the word? A word
Word
up,
up.
up. Everybody say, when you hear the call, you know that camp is underway. Word up, up. It's the code word. No matter what your team is, you know that you'll be heard. Now, all you sucker owners who think your team is fly, there's got to be a reason, and you know the reason why you try to set those lineups and act real cool. But you got to realize that you're acting like a fool. If there's music, we can use it. Be free to dance. We don't have no time for psychological romance. No romance, no romance, no romance in my leagues. So come on, Smitty, tell me what's the word? A word
Word
up.
up.
Everybody say, welcome to the podcast as we go over training day. Word up. Let's go. That's enough.
Dude, you
All right. Little
killed
word up
that.
cameo corn right there. Welcome in, Smitty. How you doing?
Dude, bro, you killed that. You killed that. You went in and God, I'm feeling it, man. Word up. The shout out, man. Shout out to you.
I had to do it, man. You went off last week. I had to be like, all right, I got to do something cool. But training camp's here, Smitty. It starts in a
Dude,
couple days. Training camp's here. Dude.
finally. Finally. I was telling you right before we recorded that this is obviously not my favorite part, but I do love overreacting to it. Like, I really cannot wait. There are some players we're going to talk about walking into training camp who's I'm really excited to just show up and show out, especially the rookies.
Dude, this is like one of the last pods we do with all the clickbait in the off
Mm-hmm.
season. We're going to get to see the players on the field get more clickbait. That's even more enticing for us. Dude, this is what I live for. I feel like I've been walking around the last 6, 7 months with like the rain cloud over my head, like Charlie Brown,
Yeah, yeah.
lightning storms. Guess what? The lightning and thunder has gone away. It's still raining for a couple days, but man, the sun's coming out. The sun's
Yes.
coming out.
Dude, that was a really nice metaphor. I've totally felt that.
Right? I love it. All right, let's get into it. We got some camp news. That's all we're going to talk about. Just BSing around. So, Camario returns. We are on Mario Kart 55 and Nintendo, so we're going to call this Mario Kart Return 59, whatever it is. But dude, what do you think, man? Restructured deal, 2-year contract, 6 million. He's got 3 million incentives. Smitty, talk to me about that and what this does to ETN.
This is heavy, dude. I mean, this is a big deal to me because I ETN was basically a my guy the second he was traded. So just and well, we us fantasy players, especially if we've been playing for years, we really have what you call we've seen the best of Super Camario. I mean, he's won people
For
leagues.
sure.
Yeah, so it's hard to even accept the fact that he was falling off a bit, but I gotta be honest, I'm not too sure if I'm the most excited about ETN anymore because I still see Kamara as a great receiving option, and I feel like this team with Mister God, what's that coach's name? Mister
Come on, give it to me. You can
uh
get there.
the coach I don't
I'm
know,
not going to
former
help you.
Dallas coach, former Dallas coach, who was great when he was with the Cowboys. He was even spent some time with the Eagles, got to revitalize them a little bit, and now he's here with the Saints. Anyways, his offense is friendly to these type of players, so I'm excited to actually give Kamara a chance, but I'm worried about ETN now. That's all I got.
All right, so I'm going to start the podcast with the BS meter
Oh,
because I love that ETN is a my guy until this happened because he should have been a my guy last year like he was for me. But
that's true.
enough said on that one. So you know what? This doesn't worry me too much about ETN. It does worry me in full point PPRs. It worries me a little bit because Kamara has never been like a league leading rusher type of guy. He's eight in fantasy because of his receiving, and even a slowed down one will be productive.
Hmm.
But I'm still looking at this as Kamara now being a third down back, maybe a little bit more than that. But I think he's going to be a pass catching third down back because ETN can catch balls too. Now, he's not a Hall of Famer style receiving running back like Kamara, but I think he's better at his age than Kamara is at his age. So I don't know,
Yes.
man. But Kamara is definitely going to be on squads. I mean, especially best ball season. I mean, we've been doing best ball drafting a lot, and I've taken a few shots on Kamara, but I mean, you could have got him. I don't even know what round, but let's just say 16th or later. It seems like.
Dude, honestly, I've recency bias hits with me, and I remember when okay, not Kendrick Miller. There was a backup who when the starter was injured, I forgot even who the starter was for the Saints last year, but this guy had a true chance. Audric Estime. I actually considered him throughout the season or throughout best ball season as a better as a better handcuff to Mr. Etienne, but now with Kamara here, I don't even look Audric's way at all. And Audric
Smitty,
was such a it was
nobody loved Estime like I did. And the second I was able to unload him, you took him off of my hands, and I had Matthew Stafford in that deal when we thought he was going to. I think it was,
oh my god, yes,
dude.
wow,
I'm pretty sure it
whoa.
was Estime in a second when we thought Staff was going to retire.
Yeah, like it's so sad how much of an ageist I am when it comes to Dynasty. That's pain. But yeah, Esme is kind of an I mean, Esme's out of here. Neil out of here. I just all my eyes are on it's Kamara, and it's because of his pass catching. Now, yes, you did say Etienne can catch balls too. What worries me the most about Etienne is how much Kamara can truly eat into that. So,
He can. He
and
can.
I'm not the
Any
happiest
injury
about
here,
that.
man, Kamara can step up.
Oh,
I don't want to say
oh,
league winner, but fill the roster that if you're built everywhere else, hell yeah, hell yeah. This is a dynasty, dude, where it's like take a shot at him. My ugly RB rooms where I'm like, if I can get 5 starts that he actually means something, I might win. Like that's where we're at with that. But I'll tell you what, it's not Kamara in this camp battle. And I wouldn't say battle, but what I'm wanting to see out of here, it's the entire offense as a whole. So we've got the running back room set. That looks like it should be very good this year.
hmm
Rookie wide receiver, Chris Olave, getting a little bit older, but balled out last year. But I mean, last year Chris Olave stayed healthier, opposed to, I mean, the year before with all those concussions and everything was
oh,
nasty. But man, this is all about what Tyler Shuck can do to me. Like, is he going to step up and actually be a really good quarterback? Because they've surrounded him with every little bit of talent they can. And in best ball drafting, it seems like Shuck is like the steal of best ball a lot of times for me because he's so late. I mean, he's so late. You're drafting him in the quarterback's 20s in that range. And, it's good. But what's your thought on Shuck? Because I don't want this offense to disappoint. But
I I honestly don't think it can because we are. What I love seeing from a year two quarterback is just an increase in weapons, right? And that's exactly what we got. So I do love receiving backs. Like if you can just dump off to any of these guys, that's great. That's just more targets. Like that's like the all the tight ends on the Rams. It's like there's so many options. I love it. So this is awesome for Shuck because he got the two receivers. Olave and Tyson. He still has that tight end there, which is very reliable. So those are just three assumingly great, reliable pass catching options. My gosh, I'm stumbling on the words today. Plus he has Etienne and Kamara. I wonder if he can actually get both of those guys on the field. Like this is kind of a nice little arsenal. So still in the draft is definitely how I feel, and so many ways to stack him in best ball. So I'm excited. I'm like honestly, I might be too excited for Mr. Shuck here.
let's give the fantasy
Ooh.
footballers some love in here. Let's take a look at these quarterback rankings. Not dynasty rankings. I know it's a dynasty podcast, but I just want to play a little game here. So the Ballers have Tyler Shuck as QB 19. Now, this year, you're going in dynasty, but you want to win, contender.
Yeah.
What are you looking at down here? Chuck, Willis, Love, Ward, Strat. Dude, I'm sorry, man. Like, I'm just staring this down. I don't see any reason that Tyler Shuck should be rated above Jordan Love.
Oh,
That's it.
okay.
I just don't see that.
I fully agree. Honestly, yeah, Love is being very disrespected in this list. Like, I think Shuck is too low as well. You know what? There are a lot of starting quarterbacks, and a lot of them are pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Love should be a lot higher. I'll totally agree with that. In fact, we could put Love right next to Bo, if not above. And I
But
love the
how's he
Lover
rated above
Golf.
Ward? The number one draft pick last year. Coach got fired 5, 6, 7 games into the year. I mean, how is he ranked above Ward?
I totally think it's the weapons. Like I'm telling you, he is surrounded two satellite backs. Well, I wouldn't call 18 satellite, but he can be. And that they still got three reliable weapons with receiving. God, three reliable receivers. I am tripping when I talk about freaking New Orleans. But yeah, I just see weapons everywhere. I honestly would put him above Baker. Honestly,
I gotta
Kyler,
send something
ooh,
into ballers.
maybe.
I gotta send something into ballers because that entire argument, as I stared down this whole list down here, how do you have Cam Ward ahead C.J. Stroud and Sam Darnold then? If we're gonna just judge him by last
Increase
year, like
increase of
legit. I
weapons as
mean,
well.
dude, Sam Darnold just
He
won a
lost
Super
a
Bowl and he
massive.
continues to get better every single year with
That's
top
true.
three wide receiver in the game.
That's true.
I don't know.
I,
All right,
he lost
let's
a big
jump
deal
off
with
this. Let's,
Noak Walker. Is a big deal. Like I do wonder. I'm not excited for Darnold this year, to be honest. And I think Kenneth Walker losing him in his receiving ability does kind of suck.
let's talk about one of the best running teams in football last year. They won a Super Bowl because of it. Charbonnet officially on the pup, eyeing a mid to late October return for Zach Charbonnet. Dude, that's Price, first round draft pick. Got Wilson in there. Got some other peeps, man.
Yeah,
What,
Holani
what
as
is this going to
well.
look like until mid October? Because you're not going to come and just slam Zach Charbonnet in here. The week he gets back, you got to ramp him up a little bit. So what does this look like, and what does this mean to the Seattle Seahawks?
I'll say this. I honestly think they should wait till whenever the playoffs officially start, maybe even a month before. Like that Week 18 game where it's not going to matter at all for Seattle. That's probably when they should really give him a shot because I think they should really give Jadarian Price everything just to see if he can handle it. Right now, I still believe in Wilson, and I do think Wilson's going to play a big role. I don't believe in Holani. I'm tired of hearing his name. In fact, that is a player who I'm going to need some clips from. I'm going to need to see him do some disgusting things out there in Seattle because I just not buying the Holani hype. But it's going to be ugly, dude. It's going to be a three-headed monster and I'm going to hate every second of it.
I'm going to make an analogy, and I don't want you to hear what I'm not saying. I'm not saying Price is going to be this running back.
Yeah.
But the last time I can remember, and I could be wrong, that we took two really good running backs from the same college out of the NFL, it was Javonte Williams and Michael Carter out of North Carolina. Do you remember the Michael Carter conversations?
Oh,
and oh my God, he was behind so and so. And then we had Bijan and the other kid that went to
Roshan
Chicago.
Johnson. Roshan,
So we've had this
forget.
before. Now I do think Price is better than them, but man, like I don't know. I'm not feeling Price. I'm with you. Three-headed monster. I mean, I wouldn't say monster.
Right.
Three-headed
nice.
small garden snake.
Damn. Okay. Yeah, and just I understand they don't have Clint Kubiak there anymore. Thank the Lord, because what he was doing with the committee was just disgusting. So
So
I don't know. I'm
let's
not
take a
into
look
it.
at their schedule. I want
Oh,
to see NFL.
yeah, good call. I mean, I think their first game is they have the opener against the Patriots. So that's an improved defense. They're not going to they're not going to want to be embarrassed. So I think they're going to handle their running back situation probably easier because they don't have to deal with K9.
All right, so mid-October, October 15th is week 6 for them. So here's the start with those three running backs. New England week 1,
Mm-hmm.
Arizona week 2, Washington week 3, Los Angeles week 4, San Francisco week 5, and Denver week 6.
Brutal.
So Arizona's a good matchup, I think. I mean, it should be. I don't think we're going to have this crazy D line and linebackers to block the run. But San Francisco's going to be tough. Denver's going to be tough. New England's going to be tough, and LA's going to be tough. Chargers.
Okay. Yeah. Ooh. So what I wasn't realizing is mid-October, that totally is like that's not even, it's really not even halfway point of the season. I was saying to hold him back to week 18. Dude, if we can get him in the actual center of the season, I might, honest to God, give him a shot because he is a power back, but he can give Donald some of those receiving looks. Like I actually really do appreciate that, especially if Cup's going to be out there blocking, which I don't know. But he can give Mr. Darnold an easy button when he's healthy. So I actually am kind of gonna start slowly buying in.
It's a little early to think about this as well, but let's take a look at the playoff schedule for fantasy
Ooh.
playoffs.
Hello.
Week 1 of the playoff, Philadelphia Eagles. Week 2 of the playoffs, Los Angeles Rams. And then championship week, if you get through those two teams, Carolina Panthers.
Huh. I don't. Never mind. I don't want that.
That doesn't make me want to buy Sharps in redraft or dynasty right now.
Yeah.
And I don't think he's going to be the starter next year. I think if Price is who he is, he should be the starter next year.
Honestly,
All right,
considering
we'll
that
see, man.
first place schedule, yeah, dude. Honestly, I've been a little harsh on Price, but he can especially those first 7 games. If he really does show up and start becoming like a genuine RB2 in fantasy, starting is definitely in his wheelhouse. That's pretty cool. Good for him.
I don't like to own Seahawks, man. I don't know. I don't even hate them more than other teams. Like I hate the Cowboys more, but I love owning Cowboys players.
The facts.
Who knows? All right, man. We go on to the Colts here.
Okay.
Pierceless Colts. So he's got no piercing right now. So Alec Pierce still hasn't returned to the field since his ankle surgery in March. Looks like you got this dampers those precious first team reps in the upcoming training camp.
Sorry, y'all. I wrote
Let's
that
go.
one.
Can
got a little
it
sassy with
happen?
that.
Can one of my guys I've been rooting for so long? I mean, there's two wide receivers, and we know them. It's Josh Downs and Jaden Reed. Like those are like the ultimate. Like one day they're gonna hit big, and I'm gonna be like, I knew it. I knew it. I've been holding you for 5 years for this moment. But dude, what do you think about Josh Downs right now?
Oh man. First off, yeah, I think Josh Downs, I mean, he kind of is one of those guys that's at the start of the offseason. The word around town is buy this guy. Should be a lot louder now. Should be a lot louder. Because honestly, as much as I like Pierce, like the dude really specializes in the deep threat type stuff. And even though I'm not saying Anthony Richardson is gonna play while Daniel Jones is hurt, but I do think either if it is Anthony Richardson or Riley Leonard, they're going to need something a little more closer to at least show progression as a quarterback. So with that being the case, Downs is perfect for that person. I mean, honestly, Warren is perfect for that person. So Warchild Warren is honestly an incredible freaking pick. But if you want to go cheaper, I love the idea of Downs.
I love it. So I know that a lot of podcasts have talked about this, but every time I see a stat like this, Smitty, it's just eye popping to me.
Mhm.
So I know Alec Pierce got injured last year, and I know he played through some injuries and was a little banged up, but he played through the pain last year. And here's his stats:
Oh.
47 receptions for 1,003 yards. He averaged 21.3 yards per catch. That's insanity, Smitty. That's insanity.
No wonder. No wonder, dude. You know what? I I am such a freaking ambulance chaser, and look, okay, when the word comes out next week that, oh yeah, he's definitely not out there, he's not getting those first team reps, he's still injured, he's still rehabbing. I don't know about this guy. Bye Downs. When that's the word around town, maybe I will start throwing seconds and see what the
Yeah.
what the vibe is from there. Probably they're probably gonna ask for more, but I am gonna start the combo at a second round pick.
I like that, and I think I'm going to hold my offers for Pierce. I mean, I own Downs everywhere, but if it's Pierce, I think I'd wait for him to start slow the first 3 or 4 weeks coming off the injury, and maybe try to cheapen him up a little bit because I do like Alec Pierce. He's a big player. He's getting better every single year. But you know what his contract kind of reminds me of?
Hmm.
Old Arizona boy went to Houston. Now he's in the Niners. Who you got? Come on, little 5'10" receiver, Christian
Oh
Kirk,
my
your
gosh,
guy.
of course, of
You
course.
remember that contract he got in Houston to be their one?
Yeah, which was
Like
absurd.
sometimes you got to pay a receiver. I don't think Alec Pierce is one of the best receivers in football. I would love him, the cardio king, to become a Puka or somebody, but I don't think he is. And I like that they let go of Pittman. I think it's right, but I do like Downs. I think there's a lot more receptions to be had with Downs right now, but the offense should run through Taylor and Warren.
Absolutely. Oh my God, how did I forget about Taylor, dude? Yeah, I mean, yeah, just those two really. Shout out to Downs though.
All right, well, let's hit up the best team of this generation. Let's go a little
Oh,
bit about Mahomes, little Patty. So Patrick Mahomes is trending strongly towards full clearance for training camp as well as Week 1 start against the Broncos. Never doubted it. Never doubted this one. This is Patrick Mahomes. He is one of the warriors on the field. We can talk because we get disappointed in fantasy football sometimes the last few years, but this is the best quarterback that's playing in our generation. And we just should sit back and let a boss dog do a boss dog stuff, which is win football games. And he's on the field. And you know what? He got injured a couple times in his career, but no one's going to come back with more dedication than Patrick Mahomes.
that's true. I just think Denver. I mean, like they're gonna play Denver again. Man. Okay, here's my biggest concern. They just came off a injury filled season last year. Like it was so freaking annoying, and it just damaged the team, took them out the playoffs. It sucked. Are we really gonna risk it again? I just, I'd rather not. I'd rather, if for such a tough defense like Broncos, I'd rather get Justin Fields out there, let him give it a shot. He's obviously going to stink it up. He's obviously going to suck, and you're also going to be down a game in the division. But I need Fields' performance against the Broncos to make the decision instead of Patrick wanting to do it on his own. And I get why he would want to because he's a serious football player. It's just I don't know. He really needs more time. Like just compared to all the other quarterbacks, I understand he's special and he gets special treatment for sure. But man, this timetable's way too fast.
Think so? Here's the good news. It's Kansas City Chiefs. There will be more clickbait coming from that offense during their training camp than anywhere else. And it starts with Xavier Worthy. It's going to always start with, oh my God, Xavier Worthy looks so much. Look at the deep bombs Patrick Mahomes and whomever's throwing to him is throwing. It's going to
I do
happen. Where are
love
you
that.
at with X?
I'm in honestly, and it's really
Yep.
just for the lack of weapons. I mean, I feel good about Rasheed Rice when he's healthy. I mean, when he's healthy and available, but that just knowing him, that's a question mark. And then we also have Travis Kelsey, and that's kind of it. Oh, I mean, also Kenneth Walker too. That's a big deal. But outside of them, that's kind of it. So just for the receiving body alone, I am in on X,
I'm in on X because nobody's in on X.
and
Like
that's a great.
legit.
Yeah,
He's priced as a wide receiver two, and he's priced as one of the cheapest wide receiver twos in the game right now. And I want to take the shot. I get it. I know what's happened the last 3 years. I totally get it. But I'm still going to take a shot at Patrick Mahomes throwing the football at that cheap. I just am. But I hope Patty's back, man. I really do. Football's better when he's back. Like Reed and Patty,
100%.
like that's one of the greatest things ever. But I can't wait to get the Kenneth Walker news. Like I cannot wait. The drum's gonna get loud. It's gonna get loud. He's gonna get compared to every major running back that Andy Reid ever had in Philadelphia. He had Westbrook. He had I forget who was totally forget. But he's had some good ones, and when he gets the good ones, he utilizes the good ones.
That's
So
true.
I'm huge. Wow, that sounded weird, but I'm big on. I'm big on Kenneth Walker this year, dude. Like I can't, like I really am. He has league-winning potential when he's on the field in that offense.
Absolutely. And I'm also aware that the dude gets injured a lot. So I'm looking at this camp saying, who's RB2? Because it's going to be, I mean, Amari Mercado, which is
Nope.
awkward. I understand. It's awkward. I totally get it. We have their young boy Emmett Johnson who they drafted, and then we also have Brashard Smith who we saw something out of, but I don't know. I'm just curious to know who's going to take over that RB2 because I don't really want to call any player injury prone, but the dude Kenneth might be, so I'm really interested to see his backup.
I'm very interested to see that too, but I used to love the boys over at Dynasty Trades in Five. That went
Shout out.
away. Manic and Chill, Sean
Shout
Connor,
outs.
all those boys. But they used to have any man on a 53 man thought process in Dynasty. I've changed. If there's question marks on who the RB2 is, I'm not even going to take a stab at, especially in redraft, maybe in Dynasty, but I would just rather own an RB2 that I'm like, that's the RB2. Because, I mean, even the fantasy footballers talked about over the years, like, just because we think this is the RB2, next thing you know, the guy goes down, and next thing you know, the
Wow,
RB3 gets all the touches. And
that's
it's
true.
just their role difference of a third down back, first and second down back. I don't really want to take a chance on that one right now. I just rather not be there. I think they paid Kenneth Walker enough that I don't think those backups are going to matter. But I think it would be Smith. I know they just drafted the young kid, but I don't know. I don't think Reed trusts rookies too much.
You know what? That's a great point, but I will say this. I've seen something from Amari DiMercado, which is why I would like to lean his way. But if I was to choose a second, like if I was to rank them, I guess it would be DiMercado one. I gotta say Emmett Johnson too. I did kind of like him as a I did kind of like him as a prospect, but Brashard Smith is a guy who I'm dangerously close to dropping. And I know it's just a year or two for the kid. I understand that, but I don't know if I want him. I don't know if I believe yet. We'll see.
The guy. Yeah, who knows? Who knows? I like your thoughts, Smitty. I like how you think about this one. All right, let's talk about wide receiver twos. If we were talking about X, who's the wide receiver two in Atlanta? Who's it going to be? Is it Olamide Zacchaeus? I can never pronounce his name. Is it Johan Dotson? Who is it? Because I've been saying it's OZ. We're just going to call him the OZ. That's right. Like he's not like total OZ.
I'm so glad you did it because I would have screwed. I'm sorry. Yes. Oh, shout out to OZ. Reports are saying that he's trending towards the. I'm sorry. That was an epic. Well, that was an epic way to say his name. I think it was cooler than his real name probably. But yeah, no. The reports are saying that he is probably going to be the two in training camp. And honestly, every team he's on, he is utilized and decent. Like he even has like spike weeks worth starting in fantasy sometimes. And considering the room, he honestly does deserve to be the wide receiver too, because it's just lacking everywhere. I do kind of feel for Dotson. I do think he has something, but at the end of the day, OZ, I was about to try it. OZ definitely, in my opinion, probably should be the wide receiver too. And hey, that's very valuable.
I hope so, Smitty. I had a pivot on my thought process in Dynasty, and I've always gone in. I've held some backup QBs because when someone gets injured, they step up. You can trade them, or you might need that QB. But if I've got three starting QBs on my squad, I have learned I don't even care about the backup quarterbacks that much. There's a couple I do, but I went into all those squads and I started dropping the um, Will Levis's. I started dropping like those like backup QBs along the way, and I put this OZ on every single squad because 2 months ago I was like, I don't even know who it's going to be, but I'd rather just take a shot at maybe he's a wide receiver too. I love this like that. This is the value that you win deep leagues right there. A guy like this, maybe it hits, maybe it doesn't, but if it hits at a start 11, Smitty, woo, you're you're in a good spot. But who the f is throwing the football? If anyone's been listening about this, me and Smitty just continue to argue about this.
Yeah,
I saw I saw the clickbaits on Tua being the worst quarterback in football on Sleeper yesterday,
yeah.
but I still believe it's going to be Tua, even if Penix is healthy right now, until
Oh,
Tua proves he can't.
I don't like it. I don't like it because I just look, dude. The dude sucked last year. Now I understand maybe not a good fit, and Atlanta is probably more his speed. Kind of the way just kind of the way things were for Baker out in when he got into the right type of offense, things clicked for him. Maybe this could be that situation for Tua. That's going to be interesting. But at the end of the day, I have seen Penix do it. I've seen him make Kyle Pitts and Drake London worthy, valuable, startable, worth their cost. But at the same time, when he's not healthy, those players are unplayable. And I'm just afraid that too is going to ruin the value of Drake London. And I mean, what the newfound value of Pitts, I mean, that might be cooked. But I do still feel really great about Bijan Robinson.
Just imagine how good Drake London, Kyle Pitts, and whoever the wide receiver two and Bijan would feel if Atlanta just drafted Bo Nix instead of Michael Penix. Like,
Oh, wow.
can you just imagine that?
Bo Nix should be thanking whoever he prays to every night for that not happening.
And
Bo got so lucky, man.
the coach over there, Stefanski, trusts vets, man. So that's kind of why I think that. But
That makes
this
sense.
is going to be tough. But this is like if we're talking about OZ being wide receiver two, like this has to be the year for Pitts. And when I say the year, I understand where he finished ranking wise for tight end. Take his one game out, and it's a different story. I think this
Ooh,
is a year because if OZ is the wide receiver two, Kyle Pitts has to be the second target leader on this team. Has to be, dude. And he just
has
got
to be.
paid.
Oh, damn, that is true. I actually completely forgot. Wow, I totally forgot he got the paid. Dude, shout out to him. But no, I'm actually really. If it is Tua, we do know that Tua likes to utilize Johnny Smith. I understand they're two different players, but I'd prefer Pitts over Smith when Smith was on his run. So if we do have to deal with Tua, I'm in on Pitts. I might be more in on Pitts than London, to be very honest with you.
I I agree. I'm in
That's
on Pitt. Tyler Warren, Colston Loveland, Kyle Pitts.
what.
Order that how they all stay healthy.
Hmm.
Order that for total points scored from a tight end position.
Are you saying they'll be the? Are you saying they'll be the top three?
No, I'm not comparing Kyle Pitts to Trey McBride or Brock Bowers.
Oh,
Just in this
I
like
got you.
3 through 6, 7 range, but that's really the target point. Can he outperform those two? And I think he can. I really think he can. In fact, Tyler Warren doesn't have a better quarterback situation right now.
I was
And
just
I
thinking
think
that.
Daniel Jones is a better quarterback, but he's coming off an Achilles and major, major, major injuries year after year.
Hmm.
So we could see some progression from Warren.
I don't want that, but and then I mean, even though the Chicago Bears lost DJ Moore, they still don't fully know Loveland's target share. So I like it actually. I'm feeling that.
All right, I'm going to go Pitts, Warren, Loveland.
Oh my God! And actually, I, I can't. I really cannot poke a hole and disagree. I like it. I like
There's a
it.
lot of spite in there, though. I'm sick of Sleeper right now with this ranking of top positions. And somehow there are three dudes that just keep putting Loveland above Trey McBride and ranking him as a tight end, too.
Oh,
And I
oh,
cannot, cannot disagree with that more.
yeah. And honestly, I understand your position, but I'm gonna say I'm a big believer of the Burden breakout. So I just for all the targets Burden is gonna get, I can't get on board with that. That's crazy.
It just comes down to this. Until another tight end can break the reception record that Trey McBride just did, they will not be ranked above them because at any given year, he's proven he can do it.
Sure.
And this other guy's got to prove it. All right, let's get into a little bit of Houston Texans here. So we got David Montgomery, we got Woody, Knuckles and Woody. Um, David and Woody. I like it. We got early reports of saying David Montgomery and Woody Marks could have a near equal workload. I disagree with that. Walking into training camp, Coach DeMarco Ryans and the OC confirms they're interested in a hot hand approach. David Montgomery is going to be a workhorse here. Fully planting my flag on that.
See, I want to agree with you, but what I did realize about Woody Marks is, and I'm not saying, oh, dude, look, honestly, David Montgomery is a very underrated pass catcher, but Woody Marks, that kind of is his thing. And I'm telling you, I still to this second worry about a CJ Stroud's offensive line, and he's gonna need those freaking dump offs. I understand Schultz is there, and Schultz is a very capable tight end, and then obviously in case all else fails, Nico Khan, please save me. But I really do see a role where Woody Marks can be nearly as valuable. Now, as far as on the run game, that's a mess. That's not a mess. It's just that's no competition. You're right. Montgomery got that all the way. He is a much better back on the ground for sure. But I do think the pass catching does help, Mr. Marks.
Yeah, I just look at David as he's kind of been the heart and soul of a lot of places he's been. Like,
Oh
it
my
just doesn't
God,
matter.
true.
Like, and you remember the Chicago days of opportunity.
Yeah,
Like, dude, he would catch 10 passes a game. He's just right there. But I don't know, man. I look at this and
it's true.
I think Montgomery went to Houston for a reason. I think he was fine being behind Gibbs and being that guy, the supporter. You know, they drafted Gibbs after they signed him, but I think he's done playing second fiddle. I think that's what the decision was when he got traded there, and I do think Dave was in that conversation as well as to where he wanted to go. I don't know, man. I hope Woody does good. I hope you're right. You've got some valid points there, Smitty. There should be a
We'll
lot of
see.
passes caught by Woody, but this was a healthy scratch most of last year.
Oh my God, that's so true. Dang,
Dude,
that's
him and Blue from Dallas, like just killed me last year. Just healthy scratch, healthy scratch, healthy scratch. What do you think about Blue this year?
bro. I have zero idea, honestly. That is something we're gonna have to find out about this year because, yeah, honestly, I don't even want to think about RB2 in Dallas. I just want it to be the Javante show. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Because I'm also hearing things about what's his name, Malik Davis, I believe.
Hmm.
I'm hearing things about him, which is just the fact that I don't know if it's like fake stuff out there, but I'm hearing something about him. And if I'm hearing anything about him at all, then what am I to do with Blue? So we'll see what training camp says.
We'll see the news coming out of training camp, but I think we have a Blue versus Woody water
Uh-oh.
bet coming
Uh-oh.
because I think they're the same dude in my mind. Like
Ooh.
literally, like the same dude. Healthy scratches, couldn't get on the field. That's going to be interesting. But
I'm with it
let's
because
get
I
into
really do see a role for Woody, especially this hot hand. Dude, honestly, if it really is a hot hand approach, Marks will lose. He will lose the hot hand. He just,
Well, he is. I mean, Montgomery has proven he can be a three down back and doesn't want to come off the field.
hmm
And just alone, I can never see Woody getting goal line touches over Montgomery unless there's an injury or he's gassed or, I mean, I'm putting him in there. But let's talk a little bit about some other RBs because I didn't see this news until you put it on the doc. Um, I refuse to believe this. This is going to kill a lot of my best ball drafting.
Same.
But beat writers up in New York are saying that Ike Davis might be emerging as the favorite to win the backup RB role on the Jets. And keep in mind, their head coach also said months ago that he's planning on a three-headed monster. I think that literally was his words, or dominant rotation, or it was something to that aspect.
Forgot about that.
I don't think Ike Davis is as good as Brees Hall.
No.
I'm sorry, not Brees Hall. I mean,
Braylon Allen. Yeah, no. I
thank you.
fully agree with you. But the thing is, did he did show up when needed. He did, and I can't fully ignore that, which is why I actually do kind of believe this. But Braylon Allen is honestly a beast. Probably what was that? 2024. It was like Jonathan Brooks, Braylon Allen, Blake Corum. Even though Blake Corum got drafted to my lovely Rams here, I gotta say I really did like Braylon Allen as a prospect, and he's probably still my favorite of the few. But so I also just can't see Davis winning, but it wouldn't entirely surprise me though, because he did show up a few games last year.
So you know my argument with Gino. I think he's actually
Yeah.
going to have a good season.
Yep.
If I'm Aaron Glenn, my job's on the line.
hmm
100% my job's on the line. Like if this doesn't work, I'm gone. And that means a head coaching job's gone for years. So go back to a D coordinator. But if I'm staring down Brees Hall, Braylon Allen, and Ike Davis,
hmm
you can't tell me with my job on the line, I'm going to be like, yeah, I'm going to use all three.
Not a
Bro,
chance.
I'm going to feed that ball to Brees Hall and just keep feeding him and be like, dude, if I'm going down, I'm going down with someone who can be a superstar in the backfield. Like, I'm giving Brees Hall 65% of the workload and splitting the other two up. I think Braylon Allen will be using a goal line, though.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Um, I mean, I've been even ahead of ADP with Braylon Allen because I believe in him. Haven't even looked Davis's way, but now with this news, I mean, look, it's just news, but I might really give it a shot. We'll see what training camp says. Um, I didn't put this in the doc, but I did want to mention Sam Laporta is fully cleared to enter training camp with no restrictions. This was kind of a concern for me earlier, like pretty much throughout the offseason. I was actually very out on Sam Laporta, but fully cleared walking in. That's pretty cool.
Dude, I want to show you this.
Hmm.
This makes me so happy when you bring up somebody like Laporta. Let's bring back up our ballers in here.
Oh, shout out.
Dude, these are honestly the tight end rankings now. My tight end revolution viewpoint has fully come to fruition here, Smitty.
Oh yeah.
Brock Bowers, Trey McBride, Loveland, Warren, Fannin, Kraft, Laporta, Kittle, Pitts, Strange. Holy
Wow.
shit, we've got some tight ends in the league, dude.
Right. Right. And
Not even
shout out to
counting
Strange.
Sadiq, our first round tight end this year, and Stowers over in Philly. Like we got some dogs here. I think fading tight ends the year. This is the year. This is where you can get your guy late. You don't need you don't need in redraft. You don't need to draft Bowers and McBride this year. I just don't think you need to. I think the cost of Fannin 3 rounds later is just fine for me.
Yep. Even Kraft, which also news on Kraft, they believe that he's similar to Laporta, good to go for training camp as well.
I mean, heaven forbid we ever actually utilize Luke Musgrave, who they drafted before him. Heaven forbid he would ever actually play well that we can't give this guy 2 games off. This offense is going to run through Kraft.
Hmm. Now, I should also say about Kraft, they do like to if they have an injured player, Green Bay does like to hold him a little longer, so that might be a thing, but nah, they need Kraft, so let's get him out there.
What are you looking forward to? Just as another couple minutes, but what are the couple players and couple camp news that you're looking forward to coming out over the next 3 weeks?
Well, so the wide receiver two situation in Atlanta was interesting because they also drafted Zachariah Branch, and I was wondering if Branch would be that guy because I frankly wasn't sure who the wide receiver two would be over there. I'm also wondering that like sincerely over there in Carolina because I Chris Brazel was one of those guys who I was ashamed to like really even talk about during the process because the word with Tennessee players is they're just their system is too freaking is it's just too freaking like all they do is deep shots. Like all they are deep threats. Like they just it's there and they don't really make for nothing else in the NFL because they're just so specific with one thing. So when you see a Tennessee receiver come in, it's just what that guy's role is, and it doesn't amount to much in fantasy. He can do a little more, which makes me just a tad bit excited. So I want to know if he can be part of the starting lineup in Carolina. I understand we definitely have Tet, we have Coker, who's for sure deserves a spot, but behind him is like Leggett, and I mean, I, I like the personality. He's a fun guy to root for. But at the end of the day, I've seen way too many annoying drops, and I do wonder if Chris Brazel can just yank that job from him. So I'm excited for that, probably the most.
You like Chris
And
Bradshaw a lot.
I do really like Chris Brazel, and also Antonio Williams was another guy who I just kind of it's super duper not cool to overreact to combine stuff, but he was a guy whose measurements and results did kind of stick out, and he kind of ended up in a place where outside of Terry McLaurin, I couldn't even freaking tell you who the wide receiver two is, especially without Debo Samuel. So I just wonder if Antonio Williams. I mean, he was a later pick, so I
I'll
do
tell you who
wonder
I know who the wide receiver two is.
if you say Luke McCaffrey, I'm gonna cry.
I was going to say not Luke McCaffrey.
And I had the tears ready because I dropped him everywhere. I might have him one spot ready to drop him, but okay, like I do feel like
We
he could,
wanted that bloodline to come true so bad.
man.
So This is why I love the way you like. I love I can't wait to see the rookie stuff like you. Like I absolutely love that. But you know what, Smitty?
Mhm.
You entered I started redrafted fantasy before you. You're a little bit younger than me, but there used to be a rule in fantasy football and in the NFL for that matter. It was the breakouts in year 3 for wide receivers. It took them a few years to learn the game. It was more physical back then. But what I'm looking forward to, it's getting down to business time for year 3 wide receivers.
Ooh,
Here's what I'm looking for out of camp. Marvin Harrison, Malik Neighbors' health first and foremost. Roma Doomsday, Brian Thomas Jr., and Ricky Pearsall.
that is
Those
great.
5 guys. Because get down to business, man. Like if it doesn't happen this year, you're gonna get faded. And I think this is the year for Brian Thomas to step back up. You know, I've been on that train. I think he's the one. I truly do. I love Parker. I love, Myers. I love all that. But I think when you see a guy go for what he did in his rookie year, it's in
Hmm.
him.
Yep.
Regardless of how many targets he got, it's in him.
Yep.
He can do that again. So I'm looking forward to that. I think Marv's going to step up this year, but man, it's Ricky. Like I really look down at here. Malik Neighbors is solidified, but Ricky, man, it's been rough. And he was a my guy going into last year, and just the health didn't work out. But actually, rank them, all 4 of those: Ricky, Marv, Brian Thomas Jr., and who was the other one I said? I'm already
Roma
losing
Dunze.
track.
Roma
Roma
Dunze,
Doomsday. Rank
who I
those.
really want to put at one so freaking bad, but that new normal comment with his foot injury, I
I'm out, dude.
simply can't.
I'm
Yeah,
out.
that's
That will never
that's
go
so
away.
over. That exactly, and that just honestly, that's a big reason why I'm super excited with Birdie
Dude,
here.
his
But
foot's
number one,
deformed. The callus is formed. His foot doesn't sit the same as it used to. I imagine putting something in your shoe and just walking around and running. It's not the same.
oh no, especially when you have to explode on a football field. No, not a chance. Brian Thomas Jr. is like a clear one to me, but I understand that situation is crowded, so I have him at one. Look, despite my dislike for the Niners, I really do want Ricky Pearsall to become like a real freaking thing on his offense. So I gotta say Ricky too. Man, I want to see it again with Mr. Pearsall. I mean, with Mr. Marvin Harrison. I gotta see it again because just like you said about BTJ, his rookie season, I saw it. I saw him go for 2 touchdowns in his first game against the Rams.
With Mac
Was
Jones.
never with Mac Jones. I was never more pissed. I was never more. I mean, that's not true, but I was livid. So I know he can do it, right? And I would like to see it. I just not too sure. I'm having him at 3. Um, Forgot the other guys you mentioned. I'm gonna have Rome last though.
I do have Rome last. I have it ranked, and Neighbors is out. He's number one in here just because
Oh
he's
right,
number one.
right.
But
Oh yeah,
but
for
I'm more
sure.
worried about his health and that news. But I got it stacked as Marv, BT Jr., Ricky, Rome. But there's a couple other third year receivers in here we need to talk about real quick, and then we'll be out of here. We got Xworthy,
Yes.
we got Lad McConkey,
Okay.
and if there ever is a make or break year, it's Keon Coleman. And I think Keon's going to have a better year.
I'm sorry, dude.
He's not like it's not electric. All we need is if Keon can just be a wide receiver 3 on his team, we'll be happy. Like we're
Hmm.
at that point. So just be a wide receiver 3. That's all we need. But when it comes to Lad, like, are you a dog? And you remember after his rookie year, we argued and I said he doesn't have the dog in him and
That
he
broke
won't
my
be a wide
heart.
receiver 1.
That broke my heart. You said that to me live too. Oh my gosh, that destroyed me. And honestly, you were right. But now that now that Keenan Allen is out the way, I really do feel like he can come right back to it. So I have Lad number one in that group. Number two, I'm sorry, but it's that thing with Herbert where we get excited for him, then we start looking at the situation and realize, oh my gosh, this could be the years the Chargers might rock on offense, and I feel like he's going to benefit from that pretty heavy. So I feel really great about Lad this year.
One more
Again,
third round.
oh
One more
yes,
third year
please,
receiver.
yes.
McRib special, J. Luke McMillan.
Oh wow. Okay, so I would love to. I mean, again, Lad one. I would love to put him number 2 because I mean, goodness, he is worthy of a starting position. I don't want anyone questioning that. But
I put him above Rome.
yeah, sheesh. I want I'm still attached to like the first 4 great weeks that Roma Dunze had last season, but that was before the foot injury. So we have a new normal. And honestly, Jalen McMillan, when he came back from his injury, he was great.
Bro, I'm still stuck in the 4 game stretch he had in the playoffs 2 years ago for McMillan.
Oh, dude.
I'm
Yeah.
still stuck on that. They can do it.
Yeah, that is true.
All right,
I
man, let's
do
get
have
out of here. All
I
right,
do have
listeners.
McMillan over X worthy though. I will for sure say that. Keon,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm out on Keon. In fact, I'm actually becoming more of a DJ Moore fan.
I have already made my bold prediction that Jalen McMillan will be the Michael Wilson of this year.
Ooh, love it.
I've already said it. It's happening. I'm telling you, he's better than Godwin, and I think he's neck and neck with Mbuka.
Oh my, oh that's hot. Oh my gosh, dude, that's hot. I can't even touch it. It's too hot. Wow, neck and neck with the book. I'm sorry, Buka is just too much of a Swiss Army knife. That dude could do everything. Which I mean, God, that's too hot. I can't even really speak. I
I
think
think
you've
next
ruined
year
my
we might be
speech.
talking it's in the top 3 best wide receiver combos in the league.
Oh, that I can see. That I can see.
But like I'm talking about Chase Higgins, I'm
Hmm.
talking about Lamb Pickens, like
Hmm.
those combos. Like I think he can step up to be top 3 too.
Oh, I didn't even realize that's what you were saying. Oh,
It's
okay.
McMillan
That's
stepping up, not
wild.
Mbuka. Why I'm making that argument? Mbuka's still better though, but it's close.
I just love how, I gotta see Godwin take some time off before I can really. I need to see it. I need to see that duo do its thing.
If I get this one right, you could call me Nostradamus because,
Oh,
like,
100.
do you know how I felt about Sam Darnold last year, where I just kept saying they shouldn't have fucking got rid of him. I was
Yep.
like, they should not have let Seattle get him. You better watch out. Like, I just see it like that. Like, it's so clear to me how good Jalen McMillan is. But we have fantasy wishes in life, and we tend to fool ourselves a lot, Smitty.
That's true. That's true.
All right, man, let's get out of here. Listeners, next week, baby, we pop off with real camp news. So we're going to get at it. Anything you need, DM us, like us, whatever. You want us to talk about anything, we'll do it. Anything else to say, Smitty?
No, I'm just excited, dude. Let's see these rookies perform without any real opponents in front of them, and God, let's just have a ball, y'all. And also, if you all can be my accountability partners and not overreact too hard because I tend to do it.
Oh, dude, I spend this time of season just getting you riled up. It's my favorite, dude. I can't wait. Like the day, look at it. We didn't even talk about this. Aaron Donald is coming back to play for Los Angeles Rams this year. It's just a
Wow.
matter if he plays week 1 or week 10. It's fucking happening, dude.
Dude, honestly, if he stinks it up, it will just be immaculate, which not gonna happen, but it would be immaculate just to see him on the line with Garrett. God, that's just God.
He's not.
People,
He's not going to let that go, dude. He's not. All right, listeners. We'll catch you next week. Cheers.
see ya.